What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? This is going to be my first big video. I just want to do something that possibly helps some people out there. I know everybody right now across the globe is super scared, worried about getting coronavirus and not being around people. I don't want anybody out there to not feel fit or healthy. So one of the things I'm going to do is try to help you guys out with some exercise videos, completely free, help you guys get moving and active and stay active. I'm going to do my best to make these videos easy to understand, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that the exercises can be done with little to no equipment. Most of the stuff we'll be using in this video is bands, but there's going to be some stuff that isn't using any equipment at all. So what we're going to go over today is back, shoulders, and biceps. I'm going to start with a warm up and some core exercise. So we'll do like a plank, a draw in, a cobra. Then we'll go down into back. We'll do a rear delt row, single arm row, and a rear delt fly. And then the shoulders, we'll do a quarter bent over fly, front raises, and a single arm press. And then we'll end it off with biceps. We'll do 21s, alternating curls, and bicep curls. So if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to send me an email. I'll be happy to send you the copy of this on paper. Again, follow along as we're going along. I help you guys out. And we should be continuing to do more and more of these as the days go by. If you guys have any requests, again, hit me up in the comments or in my email. All right, guys, I know you're not going to be able to see me very well at this point, so just bear with me. I'm going to go over the proper form of a plank. We're going to go into a draw-in and then a cobra. So in a plank, one of the biggest problems I see people with is they tend to put their hands together when they're doing this. We don't really want to do that. We want to keep them separated and neutral, and you want your elbows right underneath your shoulders. So try not to get them forward or too far back. So right underneath the shoulders, we're going to come up from our knees and squeeze our glutes. Make sure your feet and your knees are about hip distance apart. Pull that belly button in tight and keep those glutes squeezed. Keep the head in neutral. We don't want to look up during any exercises. We're going to keep it nice and tight. Okay, so set yourself down. Try not to lower your back. Hold it up. We can also start on our knees and squeeze our glutes if you can't get up off of your knees. So here or down here. Okay, nice and controlled. All right, guys, exercise number 2 is going to be the draw in. What we're trying to do here is activate our core. Some bodybuilders do this. It's called a vacuum maneuver. I like to call it a draw in because what we're trying to do is draw in our belly button back to the floor or our spine. An easy way to do this is to get your shoulders in neutral, flatten out your feet, place your hand over your belly button, but don't push. Just kind of set it there. Now what we're going to do is take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. On the next exhale, deep breath in, exhale. Try to pull that belly button all the way back. Get some space between your hand. So again, deep breath in, exhale, pull the belly button all the way down towards the spine, hold it for a couple seconds, and relax it. I'm not sure if you're gonna see this on the video, but there's a bit of space in between, so deep breath in, exhale, hold it, and there's about an inch of space. All right, guys, next exercise is called a cobra. Some of us do it like this, which is fine. That's a stretch. We're gonna use the cobra in an exercise form. So we're gonna slide our hands, palms facing the carpet, head down in neutral, or pull our toes up like we're gonna do a push-up and activate our glutes, and then pull that core in tight. Okay, from here, we're gonna try to slide our shoulder blades together and lift our hands off the floor. We're not trying to go up super high with our hands, just squeezing those shoulder blades together and bring them back down. I like to hold it up for at least 2 seconds, but what I'm trying to really do is I'm trying to feel my shoulder blades, or the muscle in between my shoulder blades, my traps, my rhomboids, my teres minors and teres majors activating. So nice and controlled, at least a 2-second hold, and then come down nice and slow, still just trying to squeeze the back. Okay, so again, we're just trying to work our back muscles here, so we're gonna go through it one more time. Palms facing the floor, toes up, squeeze our glutes, stomach tight. They're gonna pull those shoulder blades back and down towards their butt. Pull the shoulder blades back and down towards their butt. And relax. Good job, guys. If you have any questions. All right, guys, again, next section, we're going into the rear delt row, the single arm row, and the rear delt fly. So what I got here is some regular bands. I got these from Target. Not sure if you want to go out and get some of these, but there's places you can go, like Play It Again Sports, some online places, stuff like that. I'm not sure they'll all ship. Again, hopefully you have some of these indoors. If not, some of my later videos, I'll go through some household items you can use. Cool thing about these is you can adjust them by just taking one of the bands off, making it lighter. Great thing about these, you can kind of tell this is the lightest one. This one's medium and this one's hard. They're all going to be different depending on the brand you get, but this is a pretty cool type right here. Right, so first one we're going to do is a rear delt row. I could probably do it with all 3 bands, but I'm more concerned with proper form than I am with the resistance of the bands at this point. Rear delt row, we're trying to work the back and our rear delt. Okay, so when you're doing this, you should pull upward into your shoulder blades with your elbows out wide. So it should kind of make a T from your elbow to elbow, and then your spine coming down. So it should kind of look like the letter T. Okay, when we're doing this, we want to keep our core tight, keep our chest up in a neutral position, and keep our head back. Okay, so again, we don't want to look up and flex, and we don't want to tuck our head down. So I'm going to demonstrate this from multiple angles so you guys can get a full view of it. So when you're bent over, you're not going to get parallel on these. So it's important that you try not to pull up with your neck and traps. So I'm just going to bend over. I'm going to keep that core tight, chest up, head neutral, and we're going to pull up towards the ceiling and bring it back down. We're not going to get a lot of range of motion because you don't really need it to get the shoulder blades pulled together. Okay, so nice and controlled. Here, back view. Okay, we want to again bend over, pull our shoulder blades back and down towards our butt and together. Here, and squeeze. Squeezing again, and squeezing again. When we're doing these exercises today, guys, don't worry about how many reps or sets you do. If you are concerned, if you're going for muscle gain, you might want to do more sets, less reps. The optimal range for muscle gain, depending on what you're doing, get anywhere from 3 to 12 reps. For fat loss or general fitness, we can go 12 to 25 reps. Again, the sets and reps don't really matter that much. We're just trying to stay fit and healthy. So do as many or as little as you need. My goal when I lift weights or exercise with bands or anything is to try to feel the muscle groups that I'm trying to work. So on this rear delt row, I'm trying to feel my rear delts and my back. All right, next back exercise is going to be a single arm row. So in the last row, we went out to the side, and we got that elbow up to try to feel the shoulder blade and the rear delt, again, the back part of our shoulder. This one, we're gonna go with one arm. We're gonna be in the same general position, but instead of coming out, we're gonna actually bring our elbow down and back. That'll help engage a lot more of the lat area. So we're gonna get more of a complete back exercise. So we're gonna go ahead and still use the same band. Cool thing about this is we're gonna go one arm. So all we need to do is let it down. And again, same thing here, I'm gonna show you in multiple positions. So we're gonna step on that band, stomach tight. We're gonna pull that elbow along our side. Squeezing the shoulder blades, pulling the elbow back. We're trying to move those shoulder blades together. Okay, we're gonna switch sides, and I'm gonna switch views so you guys can see it. So again, chest up, head neutral, going back, squeezing our shoulder blades. And relax. So I'm just going to give you a quick view of what the shoulder blade should look like. So let's say these are your shoulder blades. They should be going together and down along your ribs. So let's say this is the shoulder blades. We're going together and then down towards our butts. So it'd be from here and down. All right, guys, next exercise in this routine is gonna be a rear delt fly. Really cool thing about this one is you generally just need one of the bands. If you happen to have separate bands that are just strings or just a piece of band that is in a circle, you can do that with these two. I'm just gonna keep using this because it's a lot easier. This is the lighter one. I'm gonna keep going back through the set and doing the other one, so I don't wanna keep taking those off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and double it up, reach straight through. And since it's a rear delt fly, we don't really actually have to bend over on this one. You can if you'd like, just to keep it set up, but since we don't have to have this holding on to anything, I can just stand up straight and we're gonna get those shoulder blades together and down. Again, together and down. You can also call this a band pull apart because it seems like we're pulling the band apart. We're just, again, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. Stomach tight, shoulder blades down and back. Good, nice and controlled. Again, guys, don't worry about how many sets or reps you can do. Just do as much as you can. Just try to stay fit and healthy during this time. Build up your endurance a different way. A lot of us don't use bands, so this may kick your butt. If it doesn't, again, don't worry about it. Being sore doesn't necessarily let you know if an exercise routine is efficient. The workout is good enough. Especially right now, we want to keep those hearts and lungs healthy and working. All right, guys, next one in the set is, well, next one is the shoulders, not set. We've already done our sets for the back. We're going into shoulders now. So we're going to do a quarter bent over fly, a front raise, and then a single arm press. So the quarter bent over fly is going to be exactly the same as the rear delt fly, except we're going to be bent over, and we're not going to be going back here. We're going to be going straight up towards the roof. The rear delt fly the quarter bent over fly should help you feel it a little bit more in the mid delt. Okay, that'll help you get right here in the center. You're still going to feel it throughout the other parts of the delt, but it should definitely focus on that middle delt. So we want to have the actual bands. This one's going to be a little tougher for me, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the heavy band, and I'll be on the medium band here. Again, keeping the same posture from all the other exercises: chest up, spine neutral, head and neck neutral. So we're going to take a step on that band, make sure it's even. It's pretty good there. So quarter bent over. Great thing is there, we don't want to bend over too far, so we're going to come up, squeeze our shoulder blades, and come down slow. I like to pause, especially on bands, because they give you a lot more tension than a dumbbell would. And I want to really keep control over these bands. They will pull you down, unlike dumbbells. Good. So I'm feeling it real good in that middle delt. I'm going to go ahead and turn forward so you can see that I'm slightly turned or tilted. I'm about a quarter bent over, so not too far. The more you bend over, the more you're going to get that rear delt. So I'm just quarter bent over, coming straight up, not in front, just straight up. Hands basically line up with my shoulders. Again, guys, if you have any questions about any of these, feel free to shoot me an email or leave a comment down below. Next one in the shoulder routine is going to be a front raise. This, again, will target all of the shoulder, but it'll really focus in the front shoulder. You might even feel some in the pec area. Key here on any shoulder exercises, please try not to shrug up. You will feel it in your shoulders and your in your traps, not your shoulders if you're doing that. So front raise, we're just trying to work forward, straight up. Again, I'll show you in multiple directions. You can step on it with both feet if you want. I'm not going to step on it with both feet. I'm just going to hold one. We're going to go with the medium band again. Should be perfect weight for me. Chest up, stomach tight. No bend on this one, just straight up. So we're coming up and coming down. That is perfect tension. It's giving me a good shake up front. It's a good amount of tension, so I'm going to keep going with these. Make sure you guys can see me here. Just straightforward. Hands in line with my shoulders. I'm not going any higher. Just giving those shoulder muscles a good activation. the side, turn to the side so you guys can see it from there. Again, core tight, spine neutral, chest up, head back, in neutral, up, in line with my shoulders, and down. Again, guys, don't worry about the sets and reps. Just feel it. You know, try to get as many as you want for your fitness goal. Again, muscle gain could anywhere from 3 to 12 reps, depending on the weight that you can get. Obviously, with bands, you're probably going to want to go upwards of 12. For fat loss or weight loss or just general health, let's go 12 to 25. Again, pushing yourself within the limits that you have. Sets 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't really care how much you do to get to your results. Muscle gainers, probably going to look to do 5, 6, or even 7 or 8 sets with these bands. Again, you're not going to break down the tissue very much with the bands. If you guys have any questions, again, shoot me a comment. Last exercise in the shoulders, we're actually going to do a single arm press. This one, we're going to still use these bands with a handle. I want to attach the heavy one again. It's going to be a little easy if I have the medium. So since it's a single arm, I'm going to go ahead and show you by kneeling so you guys can get a better view of what's going on here. So I'm going to take a knee on the actual band. I'm going to bring the band up, and we're going to press up and over our head. Don't tuck the shoulder up. Keep it down and up. Keep that shoulder tight, core tight. I'm trying to keep a good, nice, controlled motion. Not trying to push with my traps. Okay. We're going to switch sides so you guys can see it from the side. I like to do my shoulder presses not completely out here wide. I like to go a little neutral. It's a more natural position, I think, in my opinion. If you're going to press something, it's going to work a little bit more efficiently or biomechanically if you're in a neutral position here with this. So if I was putting a bag up in the closet, that's going to be a more neutral position as opposed to putting it up like this. Okay, so one more time. Stomach tight, glute squeezed, head to neutral, we're pressing up, keeping the shoulder blades down, not trying to elevate the shoulder. Just nice and controlled. So without the band, press up, arms in neutral. All right, now we're moving on to arms. So pretty much biceps are next and last. We're gonna go 21s, alternating curls, and just regular curls. 21s, this is usually done at the end of most people's routines. It's kind of a burnout, but since we're using bands, I think it's a great one to start with. It'll pre-fatigue the muscle and it'll make you feel the other exercises a little bit more easy. So in the 21s, we're gonna do 7, 7, and 7. So we're going 7 halfway up, 7 halfway down, so we're starting all the way up, and then 7 with the full range of motion. Doesn't matter really to me what way you go. In fact, if you try full range of motion first, it's really going to fatigue the muscle. You go halfway up and then halfway down, it really should be burnt out by then. So I'm going to demonstrate again in multiple directions. We'll just do 7 in each direction so you can see it. Make sure I'm back far enough. On this one, I am going to step on the band with both feet. It'll give me resistance for both arms evenly. Feels pretty good. Stomach tight, head neutral. So you're going 7 halfway up. And then we're going to go 7 up and down, or 7 halfway down. So we're going all the way up, halfway down. And I'm going to go a lot slower than most people would because this band gives me a lot more resistance on the way down and through the whole range of motion. Last one's all the way up and down. When you're doing a bicep curl, in this case, let's keep those elbows tight to the side, not all the way back and not forward. We're not going to swing it up. I'm not going to use my elbows to bring my arms forward. Sometimes you'll see people doing bicep curls and they'll come up like this. It's really going to activate the front shoulder, so let's keep it tight. 7 reps and you're done. I'm already feeling it. Hopefully you guys do too. Right, next one in the routine is going to be an alternating curl. Really similar to the last one in the sense that we're going to stand on this band nice and evenly. Make sure the tension is equal on each side, or at least close. And we're just gonna alternate a curl. Squeezing the bicep, again, same form, head neutral, spine neutral, curling, trying to focus on working the bicep muscle itself. Alternating, again, you guys can pick your sets, you can pick your rep range. Again, I'm just trying to feel the muscle group, trying to keep those muscles working during this time, since I can't get to any gyms really. So again, off to the side so you can see it. I'm gonna keep those elbows pinned to the side. I'm not gonna let them move forward or back. I'll show you different routines as we're going, so you show you the benefit of moving them forward. So curl, we're gonna alternate each side, going controlled, nothing crazy. All right guys, last one, just a regular curl. So basically just using both arms, same time, same amount of numbers, same focus on the form here, curls coming straight up and straight down. I'm on the medium and heavy band. You guys can use whatever you need to. Again, we're gonna turn to the side so you can see it both ways. Stomach tight, head neutral, curling up and down. Again guys, this is a pretty easy routine. I will go through it myself right after I finish this video. Set your sets and reps up to any number that you feel. Muscle gain, again, is gonna be anywhere from 3 to 12 reps. When it's coming to bands, you're probably gonna wanna go to 12. Set range really could be anything, 3 to say 8 or so. Again, but that doesn't really matter to me. If you need to do 10, there's nothing wrong with doing 10. For weight loss and general health, weight loss or fat loss and general health, anywhere from 2 to say 6 or 8 rep sets, rep range 12 to 25. It really, to me, doesn't matter. We're just trying to stay healthy, trying to work our heart, our lungs, getting those muscles working. Again, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, shoot me a text, or sorry, shoot me an email. Some of you may know my phone number, so shoot me a text, that's fine. Shoot me an email, send me a comment. Feel free to like this video, please share. I really want to help out as many people as possible, and I think I can do that through these videos. Let me know how you guys liked it. Thanks guys. Be safe out there, health and wellness.